How much does YouTube actually pay me? With over 150,000 subscribers on this channel, I get asked this question a lot, but I've never actually talked about it publicly before because, frankly, talking about money in public makes me uncomfortable. But one of the things I realized over the last year is that I personally love it when other people are transparent and talk openly about money. So now I'm gonna start doing it as well because I wanna start help removing the stigma that it's somehow bad to do so. So how much does YouTube actually pay me? By the way, if you're just here for that number and you want to skip ahead, I put the timestamps down in the description of the video. But I'll tell you now, that number's not the most important one. Thanks to YouTube, my business has earned almost $1 million in recent years. Now, maybe that sounds like a lot, or maybe you're thinking, that's it? I want to make way more than that. So let's talk about why I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Jerry Potter, and I help entrepreneurs grow a lead-generating YouTube channel in only 90 minutes a week. If you want more results on YouTube in less time, and don't we all, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Here's why I wouldn't trade my YouTube-driven business for anything in the world. YouTube has given me a business that I can run in 20 to 25 hours a week. That's why this channel is called Done by Lunch. My family and I get to travel and go to cool places all over the world when the kids are out of school. And the best part, almost every task that I do in my business is something that I truly enjoy doing. YouTube gave me all this, but not in the way that most people think. I am not a full-time YouTuber, with one exception. When I do meet kids, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber, because then the kids think I'm cool. But I am someone who used YouTube to build a business that earns multiple six figures every year. And when I show you how much YouTube actually has paid me, and why that number is probably smaller than you think it is, it also reveals a big truth. The money in YouTube doesn't come from YouTube, it comes through YouTube. Let's look at what that means. First, there are two paths on YouTube. And if you haven't chosen one or the other, you're probably growing a lot slower than you could be. A lot of people sort of dabble back and forth between the two. So first, you have the creator path, which involves months or years of working for free, spending 20+ hours making a single video, having to chase views, relying on unpredictable brands for your income because you're selling other people's offers through ads. And on the creator path, if your channel gets shut down, you lose everything. Now, I might be slightly biased, but I'm not a big fan of that path. Yet most of the advice online about how to grow on YouTube is for that creator path. But there's another way. It's the entrepreneur path, which involves making money in your first week of publishing, making videos in about 90 minutes, not 20 hours, optimizing for leads and sales, selling your own offers with the potential to make lots more money, and even if your channel got hacked or taken down, you'd still have a business. So which one are you? Are you primarily on the creator path, like you want to monetize by selling other people's offers? Or are you on the entrepreneur path where you want to make money by selling your own offers through YouTube? I'd love to know who's watching, so if you could type entrepreneur or creator in the comments, that would be awesome. Now let me show you how the money making started, because it was way earlier than I expected. To understand how this works, we have to go back to day 11 on my YouTube channel. Now to be clear, I've been publishing for over 8 years as of this recording. But 11 days in, someone commented on one of my videos. It did not have a lot of views. And it said, do you do private consulting? And I said, sure. And we got on a call and I made $500 to consult later that week. I wasn't officially monetized, YouTube didn't pay me any money, but I got paid that week. And all of a sudden I realized that the real money doesn't necessarily come from YouTube, but the big opportunities do. By the time I've been publishing videos for 2 months, I've been hired for 2 separate paid speaking gigs on a channel that only had 28 subscribers. I mean, looking back, it was so surreal thinking about this. 28 subscribers and people were like, hey, come speak at our event. We want to pay you to do a corporate training for us. So the lesson here is that you don't need a big audience on YouTube to start making money, because YouTube raises your authority in such a big way. As the channel grew, I got more clients and at higher rates. I started an online course and then a membership, and then I quit my full-time job because I was earning more in my own business thanks to YouTube. And all of this income never would have happened without YouTube raising my authority. Which brings us to the number you've probably been waiting for. How much has YouTube actually paid me over the years? I remember when I was on the verge of qualifying for the YouTube Partner Program, that's where they start sharing ad revenue with you, and I found this online calculator where you put in your channel link and it tells you how much money your channel is going to make once you're in the Partner Program. So I put it in there, proudly pasted my link, hit submit, and the number that came up on the screen blew me away. $17.35. per month. That was the estimate for what I was going to make. Again, this is why the entrepreneur path is so much fun, because you can use it to grow your business, not just wait for YouTube to come around for you. The good news is, when my first deposit finally came through from YouTube, it was for $354.17. So that I was actually pretty thrilled with. I don't know what was going on with that online calculator. Since then, the single video that YouTube paid me the most money for was called Facebook Tutorial for Posting on a Business Page 2018, back when I taught Facebook, and YouTube has paid me $3,341.78. And the total amount YouTube has paid me directly over the last 8 years, and by the way, I would love to know in the chat right after I show you this number, was it higher or lower than you expected, okay? So the amount YouTube has paid me over the last 8 years, again, while I have been focusing my channel on bringing leads and sales for my business, not trying to help YouTube sell more ads, the actual number is $79,898.20, about $10K a year. So I'd love to know, was that higher or lower than you expected? Let me know down in the comments, we can talk about it there. To be clear, I'm really grateful for that extra income. It's not nothing, but I certainly couldn't support a family of 4 in the United States on $10,000 a year. Here's your next step. If you are following the entrepreneur path and you want to grow a channel in less time, make sure to grab our YT90 roadmap that gets you started on growing a channel that'll generate leads and sales in only 90 minutes a week. I've got a link so you can grab it for free down in the description of this video right now.